have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man will go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Garrett Foster.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got
she banking on me on the bay. Woo-hoo!
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Another single mom. You said I'ma have this kid. You don't give a shit if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Another single mom. I don't care you talk shit about your baby father. He still hit. Fuck all that blaming he. Accountability. You better off checking up on them children before you check on me. This bitch on food stamps and she thinking about addressing me. We ain't gotta get personal, these is just jokes, you should keep it that way. I know some shit about bitches that'll make granddaddy turn in his grave. What's up with all of that narcissism, that intuition ain't demonstrating? That nigga Brandon sound like a hater, bitch, let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you talk, the way that you think, I hate your lashes, bitch. I hate the way that you hate men, but you call yourself a feminist. We hate the simps that you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real niggas. And notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the bros are feeling. 3 kids by 3 baby daddies, goddamn bitch, that's enough.
He went in, didn't he? He went in. Wow, did you all see them take off running? They sitting up there doing a live and gunshots. That is all so nefarious. They must have been in Chicago or Louisiana. That's all I'm saying. All right. Hey, beloveds. Thanks for tuning in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show, or the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. All right. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is the second dose of your daily vitamins. Okay, so let's get those likes up. Everyone, please like and share. All right. Queen Shay is here. Denise, RG Titan, Lamar, All Hell No. April is here. The lovely T. All right. Let's get into it, y'all. Brooklyn, Pearly, Kimberly Francis here. All right, Desmond, Juju B, the lovely T, Turkey, Senate Dale, Nessie X, Deneen is here, LeVar P is in the house. All right, Priscilla, I see you, beloved. Shout out to all of my loyal roads and everyone tuned into the Queen. Now let's get this party started. First things first, and thanks, DJ Perkadelic is in the house. All right, Antoinette. And so POP, now let me thank Timber Dan for telling me about Marjorie Taylor Greene. We're about to get into that first. I am so glad he told me that because I cannot stand Annie Get Your Guns. That's what I call her. Okay. I'm going to share my screen because she got into it with Jasmine Crockett and they were going at it. And so I have the video footage. Please pay attention. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to put an overlay up so I don't have any copyright issues. Oh, this should be funny. Please pay attention. Okay, I'm going to put a little background music on. Turn it down just a little bit. Okay, there we go.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath even
order. Now the chair recognizes Miss Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's?
It's me.
Miss Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
I'm trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those words.
What you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
you just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get
clarification. You're not recognized. Miss Crockett.
I can't hear you with your yelling.
Don't want
calm down.
No,
can you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk noise and then
you're out of control.
Because if I come and talk shit about her, y'all don't have a problem.
Mr. Chairman.
Chair.
Okay.
Order. Chair now recognizes Miss Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. 4 minutes. Let Miss Green talk, and then I'll recognize.
But I moved to strike her words for a second time based on her second set of personal remarks attacking another member.
Who?
Chairman Comer.
Because you all cannot
I have an
seem
amendment at
to
the desk,
apply
and this
the rules
sideshow
of the
needs to
committee.
stop.
We have to do this every time.
Okay, I'm recognized. I'm recognized. I'm going to go ahead and start talking.
Look, I know. Look, I don't know if you noticed it. I have 2 hearing aids. I'm very deaf. I'm not understanding. Everybody's yelling. I'm doing the best I can. Can we not recognize Ms. Green and let her
We
get?
cannot because of the rules of the committee, Mr. Chair. That is what I'm trying to communicate in the present moment.
We have a Okay, what's the motion? What's
The motion is to strike the gentlelady's words for the second set of remarks, not the first, the second.
She
that
has
apply
no
to
idea. She has no idea. I think, Mr. Chairman, I'm the only one recognized right now.
We objected at the time.
Will the member state the words she wishes
Yes.
struck?
She told me, or she asserted that I was not intelligent. These are the specific words. We can have it read by the clerk.
It was made immediately.
And it was made immediately. I am not moving now.
I don't think it was
I am not
timely.
moving
It was made
now.
immediately, both by the gentlelady and by me.
Mr. Chair, it was made immediately.
It was made
and
immediately,
you said
both by
that
the
you would
gentlelady and by
return
me.
to us.
Yes.
She said, "You don't have the intelligence to talk to me," is what she said.
The chair recognizes Ms. Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, what is
I
happening with
object
the
to
ruling?
I object to the ruling now.
We must object.
I mean,
Ocasio-Cortez was not.
said she lacked the intelligence to speak to her when, in fact,
I
Ms.
didn't want to say it
Ocasio-Cortez is
because I
a
didn't
brilliant
want you all
member.
to get anything on me.
No, we should be on the record with what was happening.
Okay, we struck the words that she said, "You're not intelligent."
Give the chore of managing your business.
I find it all so nefarious. Okay, I find it all so nefarious. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene got exactly what she deserved. Okay, sitting there talking about the woman's eyelashes, and then I want you all to pay attention. You see, they always want to paint women who look like me as being angry and out of control. Oh, you're angry. Calm down. Calm down. Don't sit there and start something. Being passive aggressive, and then when you get it handed back to you, now you want to say calm down. I find it all so interesting. Waverdo said this was ghetto as hell. It was ghetto, I must admit. It absolutely was ghetto. These are the representatives for this country. Shaking my head. Honey, let me tell you something. I said the same thing. And with that all being said, if those are the representatives, I'm running for Congress next time. Okay? I want you all to pay attention. Queen Ahmadiyyah for Congress. Now, if they can get up there and act a whole fool, then why can't I? That's all I'm saying. I am running. RG Tight said, I'll vote for you, Queen. Thank you, beloved. I'm definitely running. Seriously. Either I'm running for that or I'm going to run for mayor of Atlanta next. Pay attention. It's all true. It's all true. Hotep Sahadi said, Queen for President of the United States. You got my vote, Queen. Thank you, beloved. Okay, the lovely T said, you got my vote, Queen. You are something else. Claudette said, as you should. Laverne said, go on and run. I'll vote. Y'all are too much. Okay, honey, they couldn't take me. They couldn't take me, I'm telling you. I would have this country in order. Do you all hear me? I would have this country in order. Y'all heard what I said in my song, right? America won't be great until they give us compensation. All right? Talk about make this country great again. Oh, it'll be great when we get our reparations that we've been waiting on forever. Okay, so now let's get into it, beloveds. Because this story really got under my skin, okay? So likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Let's talk about the man who Judge Gregory Abbott just pardoned, okay, for taking the life of a protester by the name of Garrett Foster. Daniel Perry, Texas pardons U.S. soldier who shot Black Lives Matter protester. Okay, so now here's what they say happened. Daniel Perry, an ex-U.S. Army sergeant, was moonlighting as an Uber driver in Austin when he turned onto a street where demonstrators were marching. Now I want you all to pay attention to how these events transpired and tell me if you don't think that the man who took the protester's life was likely planning to go and do harm to someone. That's just what I assessed. Okay, so now here's what they say. He was moonlighting as an Uber driver in Austin when he turned onto a street where demonstrators were marching. Garrett Foster, one of the protesters, approached the vehicle carrying a rifle. Let me see if I have Mr. Garrett's picture to put on the screen. Darn it, I didn't even put his picture on here. Hold on. Let me pull his picture up real quick on Google. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. This will just take me a second. As a matter of fact, I'm going to upload it while I'm reading the article. Because this is so very similar to the whole debacle with Kyle Rittenhouse. Very similar situation. Just took this man's life for no good reason and then flat out lied. I want you all to pay attention because he absolutely was lying. Okay? Saying the man pulled a weapon on him first. And you have to be careful when they do things like this because this is their way of intimidating anybody else who wants to protest. Specifically people who look like Mr. Garrett Foster. Now, Mr. Garrett Foster is not black. He's a white man. But what I'm saying is this. I don't know if you all ever thought about this, but you know how Kyle Rittenhouse took those two protesters' lives and then even their own people demonized them, the MAGA bunch and all of them demonized them and, you know, talked about them and all of that. They only said that because they were at a Black Lives Matter protest, okay? Because they looked at people like that who go out and protest with our people as being N-word lovers, okay? And when I was in college, as a matter of fact, my Caucasian professor told me, or she told all of us one day, that racist people, those who, you know, have dealings with the Klans and all of that, and just racist people in general, she said that, who do you think they would rather take out first? One of us or somebody who's around us? Well, they'd rather take out their own for being N-word lovers. That's what she said. That's what they call them, and that's how they get down. And I think that's absolutely what happened. Now, here's the victim. This is the victim right here with his wife. This is him when he was younger and his wife was younger. Okay, he was with her. They had been together since they were 17 years old. And by the way, I wonder how his poor wife is getting along right now because she's a triple amputee. So he was taking care of her. And also, when he was shot and killed, he was pushing his wife's wheelchair, okay, during the protest. Just a low down and dirty. Okay, so now here's what they say. Garrett Foster, one of the protesters, approached the vehicle carrying a rifle. Perry shot him dead. Perry said that he acted in self-defense, but was convicted by a jury and sentenced to 25 years in prison. Now, Foster, 28 years old, a former U.S. Air Force mechanic, was openly carrying an AK-47 semi-automatic assault rifle, something that is legal under Texas law. At the time of the confrontation, which was on, this was at the time of the confrontation on July the 25th of 2020. Now, he was white, as is Perry. Perry, who's 37 years old, had no passenger in the taxi and said that some of the demonstrators, who gathered in the wake of the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota, began banging on his car. The protesters said they feared the vehicle might ram them. Now, during the trial, Perry's attorneys argued that Foster raised his rifle, a claim that witnesses disputed. That man never raised his rifle to him. He's a liar. Perry lowered his window and shot Foster 5 times with a .357 revolver before driving off. He called 911 shortly afterwards. Now, the case became a rallying point for conservatives, and Governor Abbott previously said that he would pardon Perry as soon as he received an official request. Perry was convicted of murder in April of 2023. In announcing the pardon on Thursday, the Republican governor said that the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles had conducted an exhaustive review of the case, as well as Perry's personal history. They say Texas has one of the strongest stand your ground laws of self-defense that cannot be nullified by a jury or a progressive district attorney. That's what Governor Abbott said, okay, who's a whole supremacist in my opinion, saying stand your ground laws generally permit an individual to use force, including deadly, against someone if they believe that person is about to commit murder or other serious crimes. Now, in a statement, Mr. Gaza said the board and the governor have put their politics over justice and made a mockery of our legal system. They should be ashamed of themselves. According to court documents, Perry began Perry began searching for the locations. Now listen to this. This is how you know that he went there with malice in mind. Okay? He had malice aforethought. According to the court documents, Perry began searching for the locations of Black Lives Matter protests weeks prior to the shooting and messaged his friends on social media comparing protesters to a bunch of monkeys, okay, flinging the effing zoo. That's what he said. You know who he was talking about? Us. Now, in May of 2020, shortly after George Floyd's death, he sent a text message saying, I might go to Dallas to shoot looters. He also sent messages about hunting Muslims and about killing a daughter if she had a crush on killing his own daughter if she had a crush on a little Negro boy. So a whole wanton supremacist. A whole wanton supremacist. And he just took that man's life. That is low down and dirty. Low down and dirty. And here's the thing. He went there to take someone's life, just like Kyle Rittenhouse did. Now, if you all remember, when I was first reporting on Kyle Rittenhouse, when the whole thing first started, there was a video that I showed you of how he was standing outside at night, and there were some people running from a store, and they were Black people. And then he thought that they were shoplifting. And he said, they're probably shoplifting. I wish I had brought my AR-15 with me. So you're going to shoot them because they were shoplifting, or you thought they were shoplifting? And then that's the reason he went to the BLM protest. He went there to get into it with somebody. But the thing is, he ended up taking out those two white men because they're the ones who tried to stop him when they saw him with that gun. Now, in this case, this man went looking for trouble. And he says that basically the man raised his gun to him. Witnesses who were there said that's not even the case. Okay, he's a whole liar. He is a whole liar. Now, I'm going to pull up what a legal expert had to say about the whole thing. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. And see, they tried to paint narratives. They tried to make him be portrayed as the victim, saying that he was so afraid. Here's the thing. Now, I want you all to pay attention. If you're sitting in your car and there's people surrounding your car and one of them, you say, pulls a weapon on you, what's the first thing you would do? Because the first thing I would think that a person that felt so threatened would do would be to drive off, would be to try to just speed off. But he pulled down his window. He wound down his window, right? And then shot 5 times. But the man was the problem. The man was the threat. It's low down and dirty, but hold on. We have to be careful with stuff like this. We have to be absolutely careful because they're trying to set a precedence. I just want you all to pay attention.
Easy meals. I like busy bites. Oh, Nourish to go. That's cute. Let me just play with one other color. It felt easy.
A man convicted of killing a protester in downtown Austin in 2020 is now free from prison.
Today, Governor Greg Abbott pardoned Daniel Perry. He was in prison after being convicted of the murder of a Black Lives Matter protester, Garrett Foster. Travis County jury sentenced Perry to 25 years in prison for that conviction.
But legal experts are raising concerns about the precedent this pardon sets. KVUE senior reporter Tony Blahetsky joined us now in studio to explain.
Brian and Quita, just hours after this conviction last spring, Governor Abbott promised to pardon Perry if the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles recommended it. Today, the board did just that, along with recommending a full restoration of Perry's firearm rights. To recap a bit of this case, on the night of the shooting in 2020, Foster was carrying an assault rifle while protesting downtown, and Perry, who was driving for a rideshare that night, turned his car into the protest. Perry claimed Foster raised the gun at him, so he shot him in self-defense. In a statement, Perry's attorney said Foster illegally threatened Perry, and they said this ruling, quote, corrects the courtroom travesty and represents true justice in this case. This evening, I spoke with Gary Cohen, an Austin attorney and one of the top parole experts in the state. He told me in Perry's case, the board didn't follow its own criteria for recommending pardons. Some of those rules state that the board should get recommendations from trial court officials and that the board won't consider a pardon unless the defendant themselves proves there were exceptional circumstances in the case.
What are the exceptional circumstances in this case other than Governor Abbott's marching instructions and intrusion into the criminal justice process?
Cohen also told me he thinks this ruling undermines the judiciary, destroys respect for judges, and ignores the jury system. In a statement, Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza echoed that sentiment, saying Abbott and the board, quote, put their politics over justice and made a mockery of our legal system. They should be ashamed of themselves. And Garrett Foster's fiance, Whitney Mitchell, issued a statement writing, quote, with this pardon, the governor has desecrated the life of a murdered Texan, impugned that jury's just verdict, and declared that citizens can be killed with impunity as long as they hold political views that are different from those in power.
Holistic coaches and course creators. I went from selling one-off Ayurveda consultations to selling out retreats and
That's exactly what it boils down to, beloveds. At the end of the day, if you hold different political views than them, or if you're a person who looks like them, but you try to help by protesting and making alliances with people who look like me, they don't care about their lives either. Okay? They're not going to care about your life either. That's just so sad. That is so sad. No justice for that poor man. No justice. And he served this country just as well as the other guy. Okay? He served this country too. But they don't care about that. And not only, I want you to pay attention, not only did they pardon him, but he's allowed to have his weapon right back. Okay? Now, I guarantee you, had that been someone who looked like me, who did the exact same thing, there would be no pardon. There would be no pardon. Okay? Condolences to the family of Mr. Garrett Foster. I hope that his wife is doing fine. This is all so sad. All so sad. And like I said, his wife is disabled. She's a triple amputee. Okay, her arms have been cut off, one of her legs. And I'm quite sure that her husband helped her with most of the things that she has to do, you know, on a daily throughout her life. So now who's going to help her now? Thanks to them. This is all crazy. But anyway, let me continue. So there was a missing Tampa woman, and she had been missing for some days. Unfortunately, they found her body. And they say that her ex is the one who took her life. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. The medical examiner's office is still working to determine the cause of death. They say she didn't deserve what happened. The family confirms that it was in fact her. This beautiful lady, I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. Her name is Slyvia Pagan. Condolences to her family as well. A lot of these men out here killing their exes just can't take the pressure, I guess. Just can't take the pressure.
for a local nonprofit that's helped solve several missing persons cases.
One of those cases is missing person, Slyvia Pagan, the Tampa mother whose body was potentially found just yesterday. 10 Tampa Bay's Malik Rankin shares the work done by We Are the Essentials and the answers they bring.
This small team of former law enforcement and military members, they help families who feel they're out of options.
Our mission is to provide our services free of charge to the families, to assist the families in finding their loved ones and preventing the families from having to go out and do this treacherous task themselves.
In the past 3 years, We Are the Essentials have helped bring closure in dozens of cases.
For us, it's a mission. I think for law enforcement, being in that position before, it's a job.
Most recently in locating the body believed to be Slyvia Pagan's, a mother who was last seen in Tampa on Sunday.
We actually sort of stood down a little bit because we realized that this was a high-profile case. Law enforcement was utilizing a lot of resources.
We Are the Essentials tells me their involvement typically doesn't begin until law enforcement is several days into their investigation, or if a family member reaches out asking for their help sooner. The organization tells me Slyvia Pagan's family asked for their help within 1 day of her disappearance. It took the group less than a day to meet with the family and locate the body believed to be Slyvia Pagan's.
The last location, which is the location where the RV was stored at, we realized that this is a rural area. There's a lot of woods out here. There's a high possibility that if somebody wanted to, they could dispose of human remains there.
We Are the Essentials has helped in locating the body of Kathleen Moore and John Larson. They also found key evidence that led to finding the body of Brian Laundrie in the Gabby Petito case. They even came across a deceased body that they weren't looking for. Billy Lane says they do this work simply to help.
And we believe in it. We believe that what we do is making an impact out here. We believe that we have the skills to help give these families closures. We have the skills to help law enforcement.
In Lakeland, Malik Rankin, 10 Tampa Bay.
We Are the Essentials is donation funded. The co-founder tells us they're hoping to find a corporate sponsor to help in cases beyond Tampa Bay. The organization spends years on some of these cases, like the search for Tanya Whip. She was reported missing a year ago. Their efforts to find her continue.
Whole lot of nefariousness going on. Please pay attention. So she was murdered by her ex. Another sad story. And that woman had children and everything. Okay, just taking mothers away from their children. This is also sad and crazy at the end of the day. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Now we have to talk about this Tiffany Henyard, this whole case with this mayor of Dalton, because the FBI is conducting a probe into her, and it sounds very reminiscent of the exact same thing that was going on with Fonnie Willis, okay, and Nathan Dade, or whatever his last name is. Nathan Wade, I think that's his name. But anyway, it sounds very reminiscent of how they were doing Fonnie Willis. Okay, so likes up, everyone. Please like and share. I'm going to share the screen so you all can see this. They're trying to accuse this woman of doing things, inappropriating the funds, and also trying to say that, you know, basically it sounds like they're trying to say she did something with, was giving money to her boyfriend or something. Okay, so the FBI confirmed it is conducting a court-authorized action in Dalton Village Hall on Friday. In a statement, an FBI spokesman said that agents were conducting court-authorized law enforcement activity in the area. They declined to comment on the nature of the raid or any investigation that they may be conducting, citing the Department of Justice policy. Okay, so let's get into this. Do you all ever notice how they always seem to be conducting investigations and probes on these black mayors? Do you all notice that, or is it just me? You know, my cousin is the former mayor of Trenton, New Jersey, and they were investigating him on some shady stuff years ago.
Agent Friday.
The FBI confirming an investigation now underway in the south suburb, though declining to comment on the nature of it, calling it, quote, court-authorized law enforcement activity. But according to sources, at least 2 subpoenas were served during the FBI investigation to obtain personnel records, including those of police officers, as well as business records. Dolton trustee Brittany Norwood welcomes the investigation.
We have been asking for someone to come out here and save us. There have been a lot of spending, just that we're not really privy of, and we've been asking for answers.
The investigation comes as the village has been embattled with controversy for months. Dolton Village Administrator and Thornton Township Municipality Manager Keith Freeman was indicted Tuesday in federal court, accused of bankruptcy fraud.
Our job is to make sure we take care of the business.
He's a close ally of Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who herself is accused of mishandling funds. In fact, the Dolton Village Board recently hired former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to investigate allegations of corruption and theft by Mayor Henyard, who previously vetoed the board's request to launch a federal investigation into her. Henyard is also named alongside village trustee and community activist Andrew Holmes in a sexual assault lawsuit. It was filed by a Dolton police officer who was a member of Henyard's security detail, as well as a woman who used to work for the mayor.
All those who are doing wrong need to resign. Step down.
As the sun set on Village Hall Friday, some other trustees welcoming what they describe as a new day in Dolton as they await the findings of the federal visit.
Of course, you don't want to see the negativity that's been brought in, but again, the sun is shining today. And this is a good day for the residents of Dolton.
Now, when asked about this FBI investigation, a spokesperson for the village of Dolton didn't directly address it, only saying that there wasn't a raid. We are live in Dolton. I'm Trey Ward, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, beloved. I don't know why my thing automatically mutes itself for some reason. Okay, so thank you all for telling me. But listen, what I was saying was, I don't know this mayor. I'm not familiar with her. Okay, I literally just heard part of the story yesterday. Okay, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just saw them going in on this black mayor. But you all are saying that she's trash. Okay, somebody said, Denise said she's totally corrupt. You all are going in on her, so I guess she's getting what she deserves. Maybe those said narratives are being painted. Okay? This is all crazy. This is all crazy. Okay? So anyway, let's talk about it, because here's what they say. Everyone please like and share. So they've issued subpoenas. Okay, subpoenas reveal that Tiffany Henyard and her allies are the FBI focus. Now, a woman who portrayed herself as the most powerful politician in the south suburbs is the focus of a wide-ranging FBI investigation whose focus has grown to include people close to her politically and personally. Subpoenas served in recent weeks to the 2 municipalities led by Tiffany Henyard, the village of Dolton and Thornton Township. They reveal federal agents are investigating many of the same concerns. Now, Henyard, her political committee, her cancer charity, her boyfriend, 2 of her relatives, 4 trustees who are allies, her deputy police chief, and even her defunct burger business are all named in the subpoenas. The documents demand Dolton and the township turn over payroll expense and employee reimbursement, credit cards, travel, and dozens of other records to a grand jury, okay, for hearing of evidence on Monday. She sounds like she's in a whole lot of trouble, okay? And you know what? The things that they're saying also reminds me of Patrice Con Colors. Remember her one of the founders of BLM. Now, the subpoenas also seek information on the village's permitting and licensing practices. Henyard has also been accused of denying permits to people and businesses that she deems insufficiently loyal. Oh, so if they don't go along with whatever she says and does, then she won't give them a business permit? Clearly, they've targeted certain individuals in both the village and the township. That should have been a huge red flag. This is what retired FBI Special Agent Virginia Wright said. She reviewed the subpoenas at the request of WGN Investigates. Now they say federal prosecutors charged her top aide in both the village and township with bankruptcy fraud in April for failing to report his earnings from Dalton. Keith Freeman remains in both positions despite the charges with his attorneys who may be part of an effort to get him to cooperate with investigators. Somebody's gonna start snitching in a minute, okay? When people see that their livelihood is being threatened, they'll turn on you in a heartbeat. So they want this person to cooperate, which they likely will. Now, the village of Robbins has also received a subpoena related to Freeman's time and the administrator there. And an audit obtained by WGN Investigates indicates that Freeman received more money than was budgeted while working in Robbins, saying they'll turn up more leads. This is what the retired FBI agent said. They may turn up more witnesses. They may find a cooperator. They may get an informant. All of them will benefit in this investigation, or all of these people will benefit the investigation tremendously. Now, Henyard has denied any wrongdoing and claimed that concerns about her spending of taxpayer money and allegations of political retaliation are fake news. Okay, motivated by race. Now she's playing the black card. But didn't you all say once in the chat? Because didn't you all in fact say that she does shady stuff to her own people, just like Lori Lightfoot? Didn't you all say that? Because now she wants to play the race card. I find it also nefarious. Sandra says, I'm late, Queen. You heard about this criminal mayor? Yeah. Thank you, beloved, for your contribution and your insight. Absolutely. Okay. Just now hearing about this yesterday. Okay, the swamp Trump was talking about are just another layer of the rotten onion. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Rashawn said it's alleged that she went on a vacation with government money to Vegas with other government officials, and a member of her entourage was read a village police official. This sounds like funny. Doesn't it sound like funny to you all? Same thing, and giving money to her boyfriend and all of that. It sounds nefarious. It also reminds me of, like I said, Patrice Cotton Colors. Now, I didn't know this lady was a whole I didn't know she was out here doing all of this. I thought they were just accusing her. Now, it goes on to say, here's what somebody told her. You should be ashamed of yourselves because this is what they say. You should be ashamed of yourselves because you all are black. You all are black. And you all are sitting up here beating and attacking a black woman that's in power. That's what she told the people. This is what she yelled at trustees during a February meeting. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. So now she's playing the victim card and the race card against people who look like her. I find it's all interesting. Now they say neither Henyard nor the $5,000 per month publicity agent that she hired at taxpayer expense to represent the village and township responded to a request for comment about the ongoing investigation. I bet they didn't. So she says to all you clowns that's a part of the circus, misery needs company. I pray for you all to stop chasing fake news. This is what Henyard posted on her Facebook the week FBI agents served the subpoenas on Dalton. Henyard and her entourage have racked up more than $102,000 in travel expenses charged to taxpayers in the past year. And this is according to an analysis of credit card records by WGN Investigates. Now, records show that first-class airfare, this is also nefarious. There was a stay at a $9,000 stay for the Four Seasons in Atlanta and $13,000 for a bill from the Marriott Marquis. okay, from the Marriott Marquis in New York City. So they're just living lavish at the taxpayers' dime. Yeah, she needs to be investigated. Now, WGN Investigates previously reported that on a trip to Vegas by Henyard and her allies, this cost taxpayers $26,000. I mean, they're balling out of control. Henyard's former assistant now accuses Dalton trustee and community activist Andrew Holmes of actually assaulting her on the trip. I absolutely cannot. Although Holmes has not been criminally charged and denies the allegations. Now, the FBI investigation is far from the only legal problem in Dalton. The attorney hired by Henyard to defend the village in multiple lawsuits ranging from police shootings to workers' compensation claims has withdrawn after Henyard's opponents refused to approve his bills. Attorney Michael Delgado told trustees the village may have more than $20 million in liability if it fails to defend itself in court. They say no one wants to represent the village. This is what Delgado wrote. Now, the FBI subpoenas also demand billing records related to the Delgado Law Group's representation of Dalton. The subpoena seeks similar records from Bert Odelston, an attorney who represents the trustees opposed to Henyard, and meanwhile, lawsuits against Dalton continue to pile up. They say this month, a Dalton police officer filed suit against Henyard and the village as well, claiming that he was passed over for a promotion after reporting a fellow officer who was writing unwarranted tickets to boost revenue for the village. Attorney Pat Walsh represents the officer and three other current former employees who are suing Henyard and the village, accusing her of misusing her political power. They say Mayor Henyard is on an island of lawlessness and is doing what she thinks will benefit her personally and politically, rather than following the law and doing what would benefit the village of Dalton and its residents. This is what Walsh told WGN Investigates. Dalton residents have been crowding village board meetings, demanding answers and accountability for months. They say this administration is shameful. That's what one resident said. We're waiting for the fall of this administration. This is what someone else blurted out. So this is all nefarious. So they're out here living lavish, going on expensive trips at the taxpayers' expense, and then just doing all sorts of nefariousness, okay? Thank you, Priscilla, for your super sticker donation, beloved. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Naja said, Queen, Tiffany is nefarious. The town had a surplus of $2 million, and in 2 years, they are now in a deficit of $7.5 million? What is this lady doing? She is making black folk look bad, and I'll tell you that much. What do y'all think about the new Diddy video? You think he's cooked? Oh, yes, 11. Yeah, he's absolutely cooked. He's absolutely cooked. We just got done watching that before I started this broadcast. Oh, yeah, he's done. It's done. It's a wrap for him. And anybody that was trying to cape for him, they need to sit down somewhere, okay? Because now we got receipts that we can see with our own eyes, okay? And it was all so dramatic and heinous. Beat that woman so bad and stomped her out and everything. Wait a minute. What? Ty said, dang, she's an episode. She's an episode of Trap Queens. Laverne says she's a gangster. This is all crazy. Notorious Hebrew said, she said white government employees do it. It's only a problem because she's black. She's right about that, but the behavior is trash regardless of color. Oh, yeah, I agree with you on that, beloved. That's what I was saying at first before I found out she was clearly nefarious. That's why I was giving her the benefit of the doubt, because I do know that I always see them investigating these black mayors, like Kasim Reeves here in Atlanta, the former mayor of Atlanta. Okay, like I said, my cousin, who is the former mayor of Trenton, New Jersey. And then Kwame Kilpatrick. I mean, you hear it over and over again when it comes to black mayors, but clearly this one deserves it. Okay, this is all crazy. Not an episode of Trap Queen. I absolutely cannot. Okay, so now let's talk about this this former police officer who killed a Lyft driver. And this man had been in trouble before. And the fact that he's a former police officer is very disturbing, because if this is the way he's behaving now, I'm sure he was doing even more then, because you see, then he was working under the color of law, and he also had the blue wall of silence. Okay, I'm sure nobody was telling on him about some of the things he was doing, and likely doing it to his own people, because the man that he killed was one of his own people also. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Not American Greed. RG Titan said American Greed starring Tiffany Henyard. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Put my overlay up here.
Webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees.
Channel 2 Action News has learned that a former Atlanta police officer accused of murdering his Lyft driver spent some time in handcuffs last year. Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live outside the Fulton County Jail with the trouble the officer got into before this latest murder arrest.
And Karen, this former APD officer waived his first appearance today. That's pretty common. Anytime a suspect is facing a murder charge, it's pretty rare for them to get a bond. In the meantime, though, as you mentioned, he's got a criminal history. We learned a little bit more about that when we got the report earlier today. He's the former Atlanta police officer accused of murdering a Lyft driver. On Wednesday, Kobe Minor told Union City Police that he shot and killed 35-year-old Reggie Folks because he thought Folks was a member of a gay fraternity and was trying to recruit him and kidnap him. But Folks' friends call those claims complete nonsense. In fact, they told us that he was a professional wrestler who was driving Lyft so he could earn some extra money.
So he was such a genuinely good dude. He just didn't deserve to go out this way.
It's a ball energy. He lit up the room every time he came in. Just an awesome person, man. And he just starting to break out.
Minor's arrest for murder comes nearly 5 months after Milton police arrested him on drug charges. This is a copy of his mugshot from Christmas Eve 2023. According to an incident report, Milton police responded to a single vehicle crash where they found Minor conscious and breathing, but confused about where he was. Officers also reported that when he stepped out of his wrecked car, he stumbled a few times and struggled to maintain his balance. When officers searched his vehicle, police discovered 20 Xanax pills that were not in their original container. Police charged Minor with possession of a controlled substance and added that they believed he was impaired at the time of the crash. So also in that report, they say that when Minor got out of that vehicle from that crash, another citation fell out. The officer apparently asked him where that came from, and that's when Minor told him, according to that report, that he had just been in another accident less than an hour before that. Now, of course, he was placed on unpaid administrative leave until he submitted his resignation yesterday. We'll stay on top of this case. For now, we are live outside the Fulton County Jail. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
You all are something else. I was sitting here reading the comments, and everybody was saying that he looks like Columbus Short. He absolutely does. He absolutely does look like Columbus Short. Now, I'm not understanding his motivation, because he said he thought the man was a member of a gay cult or frat and was going to kidnap him and trying to recruit him. Sounds like he was homophobic. But why did he think that man was gay? I think he was just making it all up. I don't know. It just sounds crazy to me. You know, he took that poor man's life. That man had his whole future ahead of him. Oh, so crazy. Condolences to his family. Condolences to his family. But I'm still not understanding. Now, what possessed him, because it's really not making sense to me. What possessed him to think that the man was trying to recruit him for a gay cult? Did he give specifics? I wonder. Okay, 1111 said he was drugged up. He had to be, because he sounds crazy. Sounds real crazy. Tiffany will expose the entire political machine. She just made Juju said a fool. Okay? Lovely T said, hold on. Lovely T said homophobia and high on something. Absolutely. Okay. Talking about a gay cult trying to recruit him. So that's the reason. Hold on. I want y'all to pay attention. So that's an excuse to take somebody's life. Because even if you thought that, what does that have to do with you killing him? That don't even make sense. This man's just an idiot. Okay, but let me continue. Now, I want you all to see this because I can't wait to see what you all have to say. Oh, hold on. Before I go to that video, let me just pull up Sydney Starr and Darius again. Hold on. Because now they're all over the internet trying to get their coins because they say this is all about money. Please pay attention. So they're trying to, this is about business and they're trying to make millions. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, you all see that. Sydney Starr addresses her friendship with Family Matters Darius McCrary. I'm his Krishan Rock. Please sit down.
To make millions. Let them know. This is a business meeting. I feel like Blueface right now. What, Blaine? I'm your Krishan Rock. Just go get a fucking tooth with my face on it. I'm your Krishan Rock. Just go get it. Krishan Rock and Blueface, here we come. No. Wait, they got back together. No, that's not what we're trying to do. That's not. We're money makers. We thought.
Okay, she needs to sit down somewhere. She needs to sit down somewhere, honey, okay? All money isn't good money, remember. Eddie Winslow couldn't find other ways to make money. Oh, honey, let me tell you something. He knows there's other ways to make money, but he likes making it with Sydney, honey. That's his boo thing. You didn't see that video where they were kissing all over each other? They clearly are in love, honey. Those were kisses of passion. I just want you all to pay attention. They're all in love as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? This isn't anything new because I did a story about the two of them a couple of years ago, if you all remember, where these pictures surfaced with him all hugged up with her like they were having a photo shoot or something. And then he denied anything was going on, saying that, oh, they're just friends. But I knew that was all capped from the way they were all hugged up. And then he even got the mother who played on Family Matters to vouch for it. Okay? So I guess now he's into living his truth. I mean, good for him for living your truth. But honey, Sydney Starr with her little lying self, the one that destroyed Chingy's career. Yeah, I don't know about that. Now, this is what I want you all's opinion on. Because specifically the men in the chat. Men, I need you all's opinion on this because I found it very nefarious. Okay? Let me just share my screen. Like stuff, everyone please like and share. Some of these women out here are a hot mess. Reggie says, I wonder if he's high when they hook up. I don't know. No telling. Okay, so here we go. Now, y'all listen to this. Why isn't it playing? Don't tell me stop playing. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't playing, beloveds. Hold on for just a second. Okay, there it is. Hold on. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. Can you all hear what she's saying? Once in the chat if you all can hear what she's saying, because I can't hear it. Once in the chat if you all can hear what she was saying. Can anyone hear what the young lady was saying in this video? Nobody can hear. I don't know why I can't hear it. Okay, so anyway, I wanted you all to hear her going on this whole darn rant. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Why is it not playing all of a sudden? I just was listening to it yesterday. Okay, now it's playing. Hold on. Now it seems to be playing. Let me try it again because I want you all to hear this. She sounds like a whole fool.
No government assistance. Like, I held it down. So I can't do that. And I feel like my man should be able to do that. So he came home and he was like, babe, I lost my job. I'm like, all right, cool. So a month later, like, the bills, it was time for the bills or whatever, and I'm like, the bills due, babe, or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm not working. And I'm just in a month, like, it's all kind of hustles. You could have been doing something or whatever. So I told him, I said, look, if I pay these bills, are you going to pay me the money back? This man had the nerve to tell me, why should I pay my wife back for paying our bills? I told this man from day one, my money is my money and his money is our money. Why should I spend my money paying the bills? Like, no, he should have paid me back. So that's when I decided, like, I can't be with this man no more. So I had texted his homeboy, like, we all cool. I texted his homeboy or whatever. We went together. I met up with him. And we was chilling, we was drinking or whatever. And I started venting. I started getting emotional. One thing led to the next. I did not purposely mean to do what I did with this friend. But things happen. Like, y'all understand what I'm going through. So he didn't stick to what he agreed to. Like, that's not love. If you love me, you're going to pay them bills. You're going to do what you told me you was going to do as a man. Like, everybody coming for me and stuff like that, and it's not okay. It's not okay. We discussed, like, expectations. And I told him my expectations when it comes to a man. I was like, my man has to protect and provide. Like, every man I've been with took care of me. Every single man I've been with or whatever. And he was like, baby, that's fine because that's the type of man I am anyway. So I'm like, all right, cool. And mind y'all, when I was single, I took care of everything by myself. I even bought my own house. I took care of my kids. It wasn't on no government assistance. Like, I held it down. So I can do that. And I feel like my man should be able to do that.
I absolutely cannot. What do you all say? I see you all going in. T-Hall said, I hate females like this. Okay, this is so annoying. Now, first of all, she sounds idiotic and clearly obtuse. She's sitting there saying that her husband lost his job. 30 days passed, and then she's telling him bills are due. He's asking her if she can pay the bills because he doesn't have a job. She's saying you could have done all kind of stuff, all kind of side hustles. Then you go and sleep with his friend. Now I want you all to pay attention because she said that she didn't mean for it to happen. She said she hooked up with his friend or she met up with him and she started venting. Well, here's my question. She texted him. Why are you texting your husband's friend? She said, we all cool. Why are you texting your husband's friend, first of all, and then going to meet up with him second, and then third, she said she was venting, and one thing led to another. So let me get this straight. So you're calling your husband's friend behind his back, going to meet up with them, and then talking trash about your husband to that friend. Yeah, if I were the husband, I'd get rid of both of them real quick. Okay? I would get rid of both of them real quick. She sounds ignorant. And then saying that people are coming for her and it's not right. Oh, but it is. Look around. It absolutely is. Now, if y'all thought that was crazy, hold on. I got to show you something else. Now, listen to this foolish woman. I want you all to pay attention because some of these black women, I don't even know what to say about them at this point. I don't even know what to say. 504 Nola says she's for the streets. Okay, she clearly is. She clearly is. What kind of vows did she take? For better or worse, richer or poor? And if something happens during the entirety of the marriage that the husband can't fulfill the financial obligations, then you should have his back. She sounds real crazy. Now listen to this foolishness. A man gave this woman $30 for lunch, and she said that wasn't enough. For lunch, $30 isn't enough.
To so he knows I'm going to lunch. He knows my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30.
I'm not gonna bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can, or if he's not gonna be my boyfriend, number one. But if I'm talking to him,
next time I'm out, and he says, "Oh, you need something for lunch?" I'm gonna tell him it's okay. Somebody already sent me $100, so he know that you're going for that job. Yeah, you got to because it's better, like you said. Okay, if we're being completely honest, right here, right now, we've all eaten lunch for $30. Yes, let's 100%. Cute little cafe spot, baby. I'm gonna snap us to get something popping, but we're not saying that we're ungrateful. Right. Food is food on the table. However, you know what the standard is. Correct. Me in that situation, handling it with grace. Thank you so much, baby. I'm so appreciative. I'm going to still take a picture of that bill and I'm going to send it to him. Thank you for the 30. That was the tip. Here's the bill. What's up?
Fellas, listen. This is how women talk when you, as a man, don't have options. Doesn't mean that you got different women. But if you a type of guy that when people look at you, they think that you ain't got no women. If you one of these guys, like all jokes aside, there's a lot of women who look at me like, yeah, I bet he got it. I bet he got this. I know you got a whole bunch of women running around. They say it all the time to me. It's a certain thing. And I say that to say that I used to be so ruthless when it came to these women. I've never been in a situation like this. Because I'm not sending you Nathan. You're not getting nothing. You're not getting nothing. When I tell you how I used to be with women, listen, I ain't never do nothing illegal. Let's get that out of the way. So I don't want y'all to think, oh, he do it. No. It was nothing illegal. But I'm not buying you nothing. I ain't taking you nowhere. I'm not paying for nothing unless you my woman. So if you my woman, we not even having this discussion. You my woman now. If they boyfriend was sending them $30 for lunch, they'll take it. Or they man was sending them $30 for lunch. They not gonna tell they man, somebody else already sent me $100, so don't worry about it. Man, listen, I've had women try to use that type of stuff on me. Oh, he taking me here, he taking me there. Well, look, grab me. That's me. I ain't gonna get jealous. If she would have told me, oh no, this dude already sent me another dude sent me $100 already. Oh well, he's $100. Well, if you let me see that menu, because I've been trying to try their egg roll. They egg roll number $10. You can do 90 and give me $10 egg roll. I'm sure that's me. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I used to let women know, bro. I don't care, bro.
This is all nefarious. Now our young men think all black women behave like this. Yes, many of them do. Absolutely. And you see, those are exactly the type of black women that Kevin Samuels used to be talking about. Okay? Those are the types that he would be talking about. At the end of the day, none of them were all of that. All right? And then sitting there talking about somebody already sent me 100, so he'll feel bad. At the end of the day, where are you eating lunch that you're going to waste more than $30? And then the one said the $30 was a tip. She sent him a screenshot of the bill. This is all so crazy. See how ungrateful some women are? I mean, I don't understand. Do these women have jobs? Are they actively employed with careers? I mean, what are they doing that they need to beg men for everything? And if the men don't give them what they want, then they have to talk trash about it. I find this all so nefarious. Okay, I find this all so nefarious. And the funny thing is, these will be women that, like he said, they're not even in relationships with these men. So they expect random men who they go on dates with to be sending them all this money. Like, please wake up. I don't know what's wrong with this young generation, honey. But at the end of the day, some of these people really sound crazy. All of them on that video sounded crazy as far as I'm concerned. They sounded real stupid. Nonsensical, to say the least. So I guess they think a man is supposed to pay all their bills, whether or not they're doing anything for him. But of course, DC said $5 can feed him. Honey, where are you going? Crystals? Where are you going, honey? Rallies? Checkers? Okay. This is all crazy. Lady E said, you can learn a lot about a person by simple conversation. It shouldn't even go to the lunch if the person's mentality is off. All the good women out there, some men thinking with the wrong head. I guess that's what it is, beloved. Just because they're nice looking and attractive, at the end of the day, they're not all that. Okay, Notorious Hebrew said delusional. Absolutely, that's what they are. Absolutely, that's what it is. Didn't sit there bragging like they really said something. I saw this woman. I don't know if I showed you all the video or not, but I saw this woman. She was nice looking. even though she had a pound of makeup on her face and a whole lot of weave, but nonetheless, she was talking about some guy had called her for a date, and she went and got her outfit and got dressed and all of that, only to find out that he was taking her out for dinner and a movie. I'm sorry. I thought that's what a date was. I thought that's what a date was, dinner and a movie. When did it all change? So she felt like this guy's supposed to take her out of town. He's supposed to get her a flight and take her out of town on a date, a first date. Some of these people are crazy, honey. I absolutely cannot. I absolutely cannot. Okay? Anyway, that's right. Gina says shows where their hearts are. Exactly. You know, they're very self-entitled. Okay, they have an embellished sense of self, as far as I'm concerned. And they really think that they're the cat's meow. So if they want men doing all of this for them, what are they doing for these men? What if they want men to bring so much to the table? What are they bringing to the table? That's what I would like to know. What are they, in fact, bringing to the table? Because a lot of these women, these younger women these days, they think that men are supposed to just do everything and they don't have to offer anything. And I see a lot of them posting memes or pictures of themselves with their big butts and all of that, BBLs, and then saying this is what they bring to the table. So I'm sorry, but doesn't everybody have one? Maybe not one they paid for, but nonetheless, you don't have an education, you don't have a career. What are you doing with yourself? You can't pick up the slack if something happens to the man to where he can't pay the bills like the woman in the first video. It's all crazy. Okay, this is really sad. But this is our people. Okay, this is our people. And this is why we have all these issues with the gender politics. So very sad. DJ Perkadelic said these so-called influencers and rappers got these youngins' heads sprung. You know what? I believe it. That's exactly what it is, beloved. That is exactly what it is. Okay? Reggie said something is meowing. Notorious Hebrew said big booty loser. Okay, exactly, Khalid. But acting like these men are just supposed to take care of them. I find it all so nefarious. Okay, so listen, I'm going to give you all your lifelines for today, and then I'm out of here. And let me just say this, beloveds. I know we were supposed to go live on the spiritual channel, but I am tired. I have been working all day. Okay, this is my third live. So with that all being said, I will go live on the spiritual channel tomorrow. Okay, sometime tomorrow afternoon. Now, let's check out this video right here where this man's talking about what they do to some of the foods in the store, specifically your fruits and vegetables.
Okay, so this is part 2 of exposing grocery stores. So as I showed y'all before, what we do is called reworking. So we taking out the moldy stuff in here, throwing it away, and then putting it and saving some of it in here, or it go back on the floor. So, you know, you have stuff like this, nasty, moldy, throw it away, and then the rest, we put it, sometimes we put it on the floor, or we put it in this, and this becomes this. Cut up, sold for way more money. Same with the blueberries. We go through the blueberries. It's bad. This is no good. We go through it, take it out, throw it away, put it back on the floor for y'all to eat. Okay, so this is part 2 of
No, did you all see that foolishness? Did you all see that? And you do know that he's absolutely right. He said they cut it up and put it in there with the mixed fruit, and they sell it for way more. And those things are expensive. That's why I never buy it. I cut up my own fruit. But at the end of the day, do y'all see this crap? See, this is why I like to get my organic fruits and vegetables from the farmer's market. Okay? From the farmer's market. Let me tell you all this. If you eat healthy and you eat like organic fruits and vegetables, it would behoove you to look around and check and see if you can find not a farmer's market, but an organic farmer in your area. and then you can order your fruits and vegetables and they'll bring them to you. That might be a better option for some of you, okay, who can't get to a farmer's market or Sprouts, things like that. Because at the end of the day, they can bring you like a big box of fruits and vegetables, and the one that I usually call probably charges like $40 a week. This is all nefarious, honey. So this is what they're doing here. Picking out the ones that are moldy and then saving the rest. Okay? And then chopping it up. This is all so sick. Ugh, it makes me want to gag. Reggie said they do that with ketchup and hot sauce in restaurants. See, this is why I like to eat at home, beloved. This is exactly why I like to eat at home. Okay? Jane said, wash your fruits and vegetables with salt, lemon juice, exactly, and baking soda. So anyway, I hope you all paid attention to that. Don't ever, and here's another thing too. You should never buy those fruit that are already prepared and cut up for this reason here, but also because a few years ago, I can't remember where this happened, but there was a story about someone that was cutting up that stuff and they had hepatitis or they had some type of something in their blood, some type of disorder or whatever, and they cut themselves and it got into the fruit. Okay. And me personally, I don't want cut up fruit anyway, because for one, I don't know if you wash the fruit thoroughly. I don't know. So I don't ever like to buy those anyway. So you have to be careful because some of these people just do anything and everything. All right. With that all being said, I'm about to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in once again. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. I hope you all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. I love you all to life. Okay, and enjoy your strong end, not the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind. All right, and so with that all being said, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hey, yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor. Gold all in my skin. God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got